from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how
occasion, I guess, coming up to finals, how close Bannockburn have come in recent...
8 inside 50s each.
So just underway, Greg immediately gets the first tap down for Thomson. Immediately running onto the football is Brent McLeod. Round 2 opponents. Lost the boot again. Kicks the ball long with the socked foot. Mark almost taken Luke Forbes back to the middle of the ground. Good Mark Robertson for East Geelong. He's got Coy absolutely on his own. Oh, ran away without the footy. Brilliant speed there by, that was for Thomson, is Clark. Great speed. Robertson again picks the footy up for her. He goes looking for and finding Murphy. Murphy now decides to play on quickly. Oh, dangerous, but he finds Sponner on the ground. Excuse me, left foot pot shot. There's the first score of the Sec Thomson. The Grandy Cycle and Sport third quarter scoreboard as Thomson brought the ball in quickly. They've got it very quickly now over the centre of the ground. White, he runs over the top of it. Mitchell, can he run onto the footy? Thomson 9-6.
So right in front of the Thomson coach's box, ball comes back into play over the top. Goes Clark getting the ball forward.
Oh, the umpire's down and hurt. Oh!
Comes off hands, looking for Forbes back there. Forbes gets it, snaps it off the boot.
No, there's going to be a free kick to East Geelong because Brent McLeod's run into the umpire, I think.
And Brent McLeod's elbow is sore. We've got a bloke down, East Geelong player down right on the pocket. So the umpire has done what?
The free kick's going to go against Brent McLeod for knocking over the umpire, bumping into the umpire.
So it's going to be brought back to the 50-metre, just outside the 50-metre arc. Mawson it was that had gone to ground. He's got back to his feet, looking a little bit groggy. Didn't see that one off play. It was a great snap for Lucas Forbes. It would have been number 99. Doesn't matter. Comes to Ricky O'Toole and the play is restarted. Looking for Lucas Murphy, but Coy comes to ground. He gets the ball across. Bolton, bad handball. Comes to Douglas for Thomson. He goes over the top. Looks for Stephen McLeod. Hands off to cousin Brett McLeod. In a little bit of strife, so he goes a little bit wider again. Finds Warland. Back into the middle now, finding Clark, I think that is. No, it's Douglas again. Douglas in the middle. Drives the ball long. Looking for Forbes. Over the top it goes. Whistle on play. Free kick to
Luke Forbes, is it?
Marcus Forbes, I think it might have been, is it? Going to go to Luke, is it? Well, but Marcus was the one that was taken out of the contest. Marcus Forbes' hand's gone up in the air. I don't think he is going to participate. I reckon he's done a knee. Marcus Forbes.
Yeah, memory, and it doesn't look good because you come off with a knee injury on a stretcher, and with the finals only 2 or 3 weeks away, it doesn't look good for Thomson at the moment.
Yeah, let's. One has the footy. We'll line up from 40 metres out. We've got a pretty good view of this particular kick, and it's not a bad look.
99 not out.
That's his fourth for the day, and as Grubby has mentioned, that's 99 for the season, but all importantly, it is the 10th for Thomson, 10-6-66. They lead East 1.
Tonight, when's the election?
End of October.
Oh, so that means the Thomson president's got plenty to speak about all through the finals. You are kidding me. I'll go to the St Albans canteen and get a pie, I think.
Back in the middle, ball goes up. Greg v Bolton. Greg will get that tap down. Bolton's probably contested pretty hard in this contest though. Underneath the ball as usual is Brett McLeod. Greg again will get the palm down to McLeod. He'll get a kick, goes up in the air, probably goes up as high as it does long. Comes off hands. Oh, good work there by Chalice for East Geelong. Uses his pace. Will have a bounce, being chased by the other pacey man though in Menzies. Good shepherd though off the play. Closter over the top. Atkinson did enough to spoil that. Comes back looking for Mawson. Mawson can't get to the ball underneath his... Oh, Robertson dives on the ball. Strong work by Robertson.
That would have been great.
Would have been on for young and old, wouldn't it, as the ball goes up. Comes down. Douglas probably did the best of that. Comes back to Mawson inside, finds back to Douglas. He'll drive a kick forward. Was a bit of a wild one looking for Forbes generally, who led strongly out. He's off hands though. It could be on 100 caper here. Oh, Thomson, East Geelong players come from everywhere. Little ball comes out. Comes to Mackay. Mackay chips forward looking for White. White leads in the race right deep in the pocket.
Luke Forbes is in the vicinity. Ball comes in. Good throw in. Bowles gets a tap down for Thomson. Came to White, tackled ferociously. Mitchell runs onto the footy. Went for thought about a handball. Finally got it to Stephen McLeod, but the ball is picked up for East Geelong and immediately tackled by Threet McLeod as the ball goes up once again. Both ruckmen go the same way. Douglas handball back to McLeod. Brent little chip pass has found Walland. Now where is Luke Forbes? No good leading to the pocket. Walland's decided to go long. Now he's looking for the lead. There it goes, and there's the pass. Great pass. Well, he's kicked a goal from there in the first quarter.
Is that out in the full?
No, I think he's paid the mark.
This is he's off. He's right-footed it. He's right-footed it through the middle. He's right-footed it. Unbelievable. How good is this bloke?
Well, that's the 11th goal for Thomson, but all important.
I'm running out. I'm going.
You do a hamstring, Grummy. You do a hamstring.
It is the 100th goal for Luke Forbes, and they have come from everywhere to congratulate him. And now I would suggest the pressure might well be off the Thomson footy team, because 11 goals, 6-72 Thomson, 1-7-13 East Geelong. The Grandy Cycle and Sport third quarter scoreboard.
Well, the ball's back in the middle. If it wasn't going to be a long quarter now, it is going to be an exceptionally long quarter. I reckon we could wander into the 35-minute mark plus here.
We might get the lights on here today. Mitch's lights.
Oh, we want to see them.
Along with Mitch's goalposts.
I haven't bought my sunglasses for Mitch's lights as the ball goes up in the middle. Comes off hands, Robertson. That man McLeod in there working hard again. Oh, little foot there came in from Jack O'Donoghue. Often under the bottom of the packs. Grigg, punch over the top, looking for Clark. Comes off hands. Wrapped up was Primke. Leading in the race for the ball there, I think, is that Sponner. Coming off hands. Douglas tries to get around one, probably gets taken a little bit high, but there's enough to come forward. Gives it back inside to Steve McLeod. Steve McLeod loads up and goes for home, and that will be another goal. They will go to
the footy, Grubby. The Thomson are ferocious at the drop of the footy.
Yeah.
So tap down went from Greg, picked up by Murphy for East Geelong. Towards half forward, Coy tried to use the body. Egged out of it there by Donoghue. Brent McLeod, Greg, handball to Mitchell, handball to O'Donoghue again.
Get it back here, McLeod.
So McLeod now kicks the ball, smothered off the boot, but Douglas almost took it away there, picked up by Power, that left foot has found Sponner now. Goes back into the corridor, dangerous shot, but came out okay because mark taken there by Nolan. Goes to half forward. Thomson defence, Atkinson immediately on Closser. Oh, that's a great tackle.
Oh, he's thrown it up.
No way that he couldn't be given a free kick there. Voss now has the footy to McLeod. Stephen, he goes long with the right foot. Luke Forbes attacks the footy. Doesn't come up with it, however. Menzies, handball out to Douglas. Douglas now back to full forward. Vetter in good position, can't take the mark at ground level. What can Luke Forbes do? He can't. Bowles has it. He's taken over the east. 12 and a half minutes gone, third quarter.
Ball brought back into play. Drops short, and we'll go straight back out of bounds, and we'll do it all again. Doing a fabulous job. Ball comes back in. Bowles probably gets the best of that one, comes to Murphy. He gets a chip round the court, kick round the corner, but Mitchell will trap it. Can he do enough with it? No, he will be run inner side of the ground, on the commentary side of the ground. Back in, the ball comes again. Bolton will get that one, comes to Murphy, but he can't do anything with it. Comes off hands to Bowles, and 2 minutes gone in this third quarter, which will be a long one with a stretcher and the 100-goal kicker. Ball goes up. Comes off hands, Menzies. Sold a bit of dummy there, and the
around 100 goals, I reckon. Bloody good to see.
Yeah, it's good to see, isn't it? Grigg comes over the back, does the big sweeping knock again, comes to Brett McLeod. He's wrapped up and tackled by one. Comes off hands. He's still in there fighting, though, Brett McLeod.
You could watch him.
He's always in motion. Up she goes again. Grigg gets this one down. Comes off hands. They're under such pressure, East Geelong, in this back half of the ground. Murphy again in there trying to do the most for his side. Ball trickles around, and guess what?
Still in the forward half for Thomson. Dominating the game at the moment. Murphy, as he's done many times in the second quarter. Big punch over the top. Closter ran onto the footy. Now it's picked up by Menzies. He's clear. Decides to kick it towards half forward. Greg descends on.
Good mark.
Great mark by Lachlan. Landed very heavily. So Drew Lachlan landed right on his backside. as Ryan Coy's having a bit to say behind the play, and I think he's getting accommodated at the moment by the Thomson players.
And the supporters are joining in as well.
Yeah, right. It's the last place you'd play it, isn't it? So Lachlan now is okay. Now he sees the lead come from Closter. Closter will get a free kick. So Closter now, he's been prepared to give it out and cop one back on that occasion.
Yeah, I just seen him having to go at the spectators too. He wants to concentrate on the football a bit more, might help their cause.
Yes, you're right. The ball now towards half forward. Only player going for the footy was Bolton. Handball to Chalice quickly, and now they're away. Chalice has had a bounce, goes towards the lead there from full forward. And great mark, Ricky O'Toole. I tell you what, he earned that one.
Yeah,
and I think
friendly fire,
I think friendly fire, you're right. Was it
Murphy? Lucas Murphy, I think.
Not too sure, but he they hit pretty hard. As now Ricky O'Toole, man on the mark, 40 metres out, 45-degree angle, and we'll move in. It's pretty high. Has he got? Don't think the got the distance. Oh, there's a mark in defence by Voss. Voss handball to Brent McLeod. McLeod out wide. It's too wide, and we'll go over the boundary line for a throw.
Eric, we said they rested Ricky O'Toole down the forward. He's been down there a long time. That tells me he might be carrying some sort of an injury.
Possibility.
So the ball comes back into play. East Geelong all over the ball there. Free kick out.
I reckon that went the wrong way.
I couldn't see it.
I think that's, who's that out there? That might be Vetter out there, I think. He's going to bring the ball back in to the middle of the ground. He's looking for Bowman. He's double teamed. Comes off hands. Trying to get the ball loose as the Thomson player. Oh, good tackle by Bowman. Brings the player to the ground.
But sooner or later, and we were right.
I think the difference this time is that Voss was standing up in the tackle. So Bowman comes in. He's going to kick from 50 for East Geelong. Very close to the man on the mark, but he kicks truly. The umpire doesn't move. I don't think it's going to quite make the distance. It doesn't. Brought back into the field of play. Running around there was Tom O'Neill. He goes out wide to Atkinson. He's in a bit of trouble. Goes to Brett McLeod. Shrugs one. Goes back to Atkinson. Goes to John Mitchell. He gives one off, gets one back, and then gives again. Round the outside goes McKay. Back to Atkinson. Great running from the Thomson side. They go forward looking for Clark. Double team. Can't take the mark, and he'll draw the free kick. So Clark with the free kick out of wing here at Godfrey Street. Needs to move the ball quickly because it is open before the East Geelong boys get back. Clark goes forward, a lead from Forbes. Forbes comes in strong, but dropping back into the gap was Lucas Murphy for East Geelong. Goes back across the drop now. Ball comes out to Lachlan. Lachlan comes out wide looking for Coy, but I tell you what, that's intercepted by Tozer for Thomson. Gives out the back to White. White kicks, and that will miss everything, I reckon. It will indeed. Out on the full bowl.
Play goes a short for Lachlan. Lachlan finds the mark. Still deep inside defensive 54 East Geelong. Under siege they are at the moment. Lachlan now decides to go long. Well, that surely was a free kick. If it was one earlier, that was a free kick then for...
Gee, he hurt himself too.
Yeah, he got totally poleaxed out of the competition by...
I tell you what, there could be...
It's Bowles, I think, who was in that marking contest in the interim. The free kick is with East Geelong out of bounds on the full.
No, they're going to have to... Not right there.
Yeah, stretcher again. So
that's the second stretcher for the day.
And...
or leg, you reckon? Oh, leg. We're talking broken leg. Oh, yeah, the way they're holding. You look at the holding his leg.
Yeah, yeah. So... whilst they may well win the game, it certainly might have drastic consequences. Grubby with 2 series. 21 minutes gone already, and we've had a lot of time off in the quarter, as this time the kick, well, doesn't go astray. Too good for Thomson. Over to McLeod. His handball's forward. Another handball. Gee, Thomson do well at the drop of the footy, as they've done all day, and the umpire will have to blow.
Right on the 50-metre arc, Thomson attacking in. Grigg's going to get the tap down here, then do his own roving.
But he's seen it. Well done.
Vetter takes was taken high, and he will get the free kick for East Geelong against Tom Mackay. There's a better with the ball for East. Rick O'Toole, he's moved up from the forward line now. He's at the true centre half back position. He gets the ball, comes in forward and finds Fox. Fox for East Geelong needs to move the ball and does into their attacking half, probably for the first time in quite a long time in this quarter. And over the top comes Voss, and he will put the ball out of bounds, who will restart play. In it comes.
There's going to be a free kick against Lucas Murphy for arguing with the umpire. Way back down there in the centre half-back position. It'll go to Thomson out here on half-back flank. And Murphy's been the catalyst in that 2 or 3 times today.
Ball through centre of the ground. Spot in the middle, looking for someone to come out. Goes out wide there, looking for, I think that might be Yeo out there, gets the ball. Comes in now. He gives it to Douglas. Douglas nearly at true centre half forward, comes inbound and finds McLeod. McLeod goes back.
Another free kick against Gloucester for arguing with the umpire now. The same umpire over the same incident. It'll be a 50-metre penalty and goal to Thomson. And it doesn't matter what your beef is with the umpire. If I was the coach, you get out there and say, shut your mouth, you're costing us dearly.
I think you'd actually be saying, come into the box and have a talk to me and have a little sit on the pines.
Well, you just can't do that.
Gloucester's going off the ground. Why didn't Murphy go off the ground?
In his hands, I think.
Yeah, but he passed it.
I think short. They look like running away with this game in no uncertain terms. So the ball has gone up, comes off hands, little knock-off play. Another one called by the non-attending umpire off play.
I don't like that. He's too far away. The field umpire was 3 feet away and let it go.
But Ricky O'Toole nearly knocked his head off.
Not quite sure. Good that you saw it, Eric, but I didn't get it. It came down there to Hodgson. He couldn't get the ball.
I think the other umpire blindsided because of a player. I had a perfect view of it. Ricky got him very high.
No, I thought he got him around the chest, but anyway.
So East Geelong with the ball. Atkinson, though, in front. Will get a good punch to that, and the ball.
But sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Back into play we come. Bolton and Grigg, neither get it, clears both of them, comes off hands to Stephen McLeod. He gets the ball there to Tom Mackay, comes away. Underneath that is Douglas, gets shrugged off the ball. Strong work in there underneath by Warland, that was. Comes out, Brett McLeod with the ball, will drive it long. Is it going to go all the way? I think it might go all the way. Yes, it does.
So,
having a day out today and complimenting the Forbes 100 goals. Well, he's tackled there. We'll get a free.
Well, he gets the hard ones under the pack as well. That's as I say.
Didn't bat an eyelid there. Handball kicked out wide, but there's good work there from Lachlan. Has 2 bounces for East Geelong. Runs to the middle of the ground, kicks towards full forward. In front, Atkinson gets the ball to ground level. Front of the pack, the big fella Bolton. Handball to Chalice. He's immediately tackled. Power. He's tackled. Handball's gone astray. And now McLeod. Brent McLeod in his hands. Oh, magnificent pass to White. White runs into what will be an open goal. He's run 45 metres, but he has kicked the goal. Oh, good.
Restart play on what is going to be a very long quarter and a dark last quarter, I think, the way we're going. Comes to McLeod. Brett yet again. Bustled off play and comes in was Bolton. He can't get the ball clear, though. Players fall on it. Tries to get it loose. It's come out. Probably taken a little bit hot. Brad Coy. He will get the ball from the centre. Give to O'Toole. Ricky, that is. He goes forward looking for Murphy. Can't get the ball in front. Was Gloucester back on the field. Ball comes out. Grigger's in there. Off hands. I think that's one of the O'Neills. He gets off hands. In actual fact, it was Chris Scott. Brings the ball out wide, coming around to Stephen McLeod. He runs into his own player. He's danced and bounced off about 3 or 4 different players. Very strong. Comes to Menzies. Menzies wrapped up by 2. He's taken the ground, and I reckon that will be
step. So fair enough.
Chalice comes up with the ball. He gives to Murphy. Murphy 1 out. He can line up for East Geelong's second goal here unless Atkinson can get back. I reckon Murphy's kicked that. Murphy.
But nothing much till half time.
So in the middle, Grigg going gets a tap down only as far as Ricky O'Toole. Handball over the top. Sold his opponent into enormous trouble there. Tried to recover it himself. Ball at half forward for the East Geelong side. Handball went astray. Went to Mitchell, to McLeod. Now to McLeod. Back to Mitchell again. Handball a little bit too long. And Mitchell overruns it. But he comes back onto the ball without a lot of opposition. Oh,
good
great
mark.
Jacob Clark. Now handball to Mitchell. Mitchell round the body looking for Forbes. And it is almost an exhibition training run stuff, Grubby, at the present moment, as Thomson basically doing what they like. And Luke Forbes has already kicked 5. That's brought up to 100. And he's got a kick now 35 metres out. In fact, might only be 30. 45-degree angle.
Which foot's he going to kick it with this time?
I think he might go left foot.
Might go left? No, kick it right and show him how to do it, son.
So runs out. No problem at all. There's goal number 6 for Luke Forbes, and that's the 100.
Can it be any worse than what it is?
Last week, Anarchy's good players were down. Today, East Geelong have just been smashed by a magnificent football team.
So the ball came out, one out of the ruck there by Grigg, but went to Robertson of... What?
He's reversed it.
I don't know what the hell he's reversed it for. Robertson was taken high, but the ball's gone to Thomson's gone to Brett McLeod. Comes in, that was a bit confusing. Tom Mackay gives the ball off. Coming forward, looking for and finding Clark. Around the outside there comes Menzies. He gets the ball back in. Over the top they go to Tozer. Tozer with the ball, handball back off to Clark. He's working all the way around the boundary line here. Can he finish it off?
Oh, you bet he can.
You bet he can. So back into the middle we come. And Voss has been moved into the ruck. He gets the ball out to McLeod after winning the tap out. Leads to Forbes. Bang! Onto the chest. And he is 45 metres out from goal. He will kick a goal because he just does not miss.
Jesse Mawson just throwing his arms out in disbelief.
Well, I'll tell you what, when the ball was kicked and they both come out, I thought Mawson's got him covered. Wrong again, Grump. Wrong again. This bloke's a sensation.
So when he comes, Lucas Forbes for his 7th and 102nd for the season. I said he doesn't miss. I tell you what.
Put the mock on.
I have mozzed him.
Well, he didn't. What about this time then? 7 points for what?
Get the post. Skillful.
Lachlan now as the short kick in finds Closter. Still inside defensive 54 East. 33 minutes gone. Could be some time yet, I suggest. Closter chips it short. Finds teammate in Chalice. Chalice now. They're all covered. Where's he going to go? Back towards, dangerous. Finds Mawson almost in the goal square. Now, where does he go? Goes down the corridor looking for Fox and finds him. So they're still well inside defensive 50 East Geelong as he goes across the ground again to Lachlan. Lachlan not too far from the full back line. Now decides to chip it short again. Oh, Closter takes the mark. Menzies was coming in pretty quickly. But Closter now decides to go a little longer towards the wing. Murphy had 3 to beat.
Bowled him.
Now White handballs into trouble. Yo, he gets a handball. Oh, McLeod dives in on the footy. Now it stacks on the mill.
Guess what?
Oh, it's have to get it there.
Yes.
Good point. Yep. Ball up. Over the top was Closter. Down to now the Thomson players are furious with the umpire.
I don't know what happened there.
No, and the handball comes to Murphy. He hooks it around and
it was that was not a handball.
There's a bit of payback here. I think that's the umpire that penalised Murphy before. Now he's given him a free kick. So maybe when you speak up, you got a chance.
Medalist, let's see if he can do it.
Yes, let's put him to the test. So he's right against the fence. Now starts to move in.
You're probably right.
And it's not a good-looking kick off the boot, but it hit the inside of the second post. So he did 3/4 time at 35, almost 36 minutes. 2 goals, 8-20. That's East Geelong. 17-7, 109 is Thomson at 3/4 time. Like Greg, when he's been on the ground, he's played a
dislocated knee.
Ooh, ouch.
But it looks like Bowles has broken his leg.
All right, so we're underway here in the final quarter. Thanks to Johnny Mitchell for that. On that occasion, ball in the middle. but Russell Grigg, he gets up as Bolton and Grigg. Bolton probably got the better of the tap down on that occasion. Goes back for Thomson. Oh, O'Neill was beset by a number of players. Now Tom O'Neill picks it up, tries to get a handball away, and through the handball gets it to Atkinson. Tom O'Neill back across the face of goal. Dangerous kick in between 2 Thomson
was
players.
A good one though.
It was. He hit the mark perfectly. Now Grigg on defensive 50 takes the mark inboard to Stephen McLeod. Stephen McLeod, terrible kick off the boot, looking for Hodgson, but Hodgson makes it good. Makes ground. Now he's got a lead further up the ground, and again honoured, and a great mark there to Clark. He's had quite a fair game too.
He has.
Goes towards half forward. Mitchell takes the mark.
Been honest.
So Johnny Mitchell now, where does he go? Called to play on by the umpire. There's the measured part looking for Forbes. He can't get hands on the footy. Comes to ground. East Geelong get the ball out to Ricky O'Toole on half-back flank. That's a terrible kick off the boot. Almost a mark to Mackay. McLeod, Brent, handball over to Hodgson. Hodgson's clear. Little chip pass and good stretch again by Clark. Has taken the mark. Still centre wing. No change to three-quarter time score. 17-7 Thomson. 2-8 East Geelong.
So Clark brings the ball back in. Heads it in long, but no one home there for Thomson whatsoever. So East Geelong will go back into attack, looking for Dylan O'Toole. Coming across the top, though, and taking the mark there was Bowman. Bowman with the ball for East Geelong at true centre half forward. Lead from Murphy comes. Can he mark it? Yes, he can. Good solid mark over the top, and that's what they've missed up forward today. Lucas Murphy playing as a utility role throughout the day has just not served them any purpose whatsoever.
Well, I think at times when he's been up the forward line, the ball has just come in. He's a 50-metre penalty out. By the looks of things.
Yep, looks like it. Someone's gobbed off by the looks of things.
Yeah, it's been the mouthing off without a doubt. But yeah, as I was saying, Lucas Murphy hasn't had the delivery. The pressure from up the field has just been terrific and has caused him to not get enough of the football.
So Lucas Murphy brought right to the goal line and he pops that through, pops it down to the senior citizen centre.
Well, if that's 50. If it happens once, and you should learn right at that second, and the players haven't learnt, because I think the umpires have done a great job.
The ball's gone up. Ryan Coy had the ball, and Ryan Coy was wrapped up, and McLeod will have the ball. So McLeod Brett in the middle of the ground. He comes out wide and finds Clark. He is just picking up a power of kicks on this flank. He gives the ball off to Hodgson by hand, looking for Menzies. Too long for him.
Occasionally Thomson grubby, don't they? And they probably need to straighten up a bit.
Yeah, I reckon too, because you do that against Belpost Hill, and they can keep you wide, and then you have to try and kick goals from a long way out on acute angles.
Comes off hands in the throw-in, and Chris Scott gets the ball away, and hello, it's Mr. Forbes, Lucas Forbes, taking a mark deep in the pocket. He's going to run round straight away onto his right. Is he going to bend it around enough? No, he is not, and that is going to be a minor.
From fullback, short kick in, finds Robertson. Now comes forward for the handball. Now another chip pass has found Brad Coy. So still inside defensive 50 East Geelong. Handball back to Ricky O'Toole again. Now the long kick toward the middle of the ground. Grigg does well. O'Neill's in there also in the contest. East Geelong through Robertson, pick it up. Now Hodgson just kicked it from mid-air, and it's out of the ball comes back, and Popel, instead of being there
exactly, the other bloke was.
The other bloke was watching the front performance. 5 minutes gone, last quarter. Grigg, the throw-in was too high. Comes to Hodgson. Hodgson now, little chip pass. Really wanting somebody to run onto that, and they certainly do through Jacob Clark. He chips it forward, and this time in front is Mawson and takes the mark. First time for the day, I'd suggest. Finds a teammate on centre wing, and East now with two long kicks are at half forward. Mark taken there by Bowman. Wheels onto that left foot. Looks for Murphy. Murphy diving full length.
I think he might have nearly got it.
No, I think it might have spilled out of the hands and over the boundary line. And
tried to claim it.
He did, I think. And umpire wouldn't have any of it. So in front of a scoreboard here at Godfrey Street, if you know the ground, forward pocket for East Geelong, kicking to the eastern end in this quarter.
Dismal scoreboard as it is too.
Grigg gets the tap down. It's a tap out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Thomson as we await the return of the
Forbes. It looks like a cracked patella.
Okay. So in the meantime, the no idea,
because his ankle looks like he's worrying him too. There could be a third injury there.
It's white.
So the ball now come right across the face of goal for Thomson. So O'Neill, a series of handball. Hodgson, well shepherded. So another handball. They've got themselves into trouble with one too many, I think, East Geelong. Thomson. Now it stays with the free kick centre wing for East Geelong. 7.5 minutes gone in this final quarter. Goes towards the half-forward line. Grigg stood tall, couldn't take the mark. Yeo at ground level. Handball up to teammate. It ends up in the arms of Brent McLeod.
Who else?
He goes to Tozer. Tozer now goes wide again. Stephen McLeod over the top by hand for Mackay. Mackay now, the long kick towards full forward. Has
strong mark, Luke Murphy. Luke Forbes, I should say. Lucas Forbes has taken a strong mark here. He's about 20 metres out from goal, directly in front. It's astounding, isn't it, Grubby? They just come out of nowhere.
But I'll tell you what else is astounding. We've got to three-quarter time scores. It's nearly Tuesday. Thanks, Al.
Lucas Forbes comes in 20 metres out from goal, directly in front. Goal umpire does not have to move, and that is his 7th goal for the day.
And they're all playing a really good brand of football that could win a premiership.
Back into the middle, Bolton wins the best of that one, comes to ground. Spinning off hands there was it Mawson? No, it wasn't. It was Reece Cameron, and he's given away that free kick. So that is in the hands of O'Neill. He will kick the ball long up forward, leading in the race for the ball. Coming off the pack was Douglas, who's roved it off the pack, coming forward, looking for Forbes, running with the ball. You'll play on. You'll kick another. Number 8. Thank you very much. 19-18. Wow. So back in the middle once again as the ball's gone up. Robertson getting the best of that one off the ground. Oh, big strong tackle comes through, and the umpire says, "You are holding the ball, son." And that will go to Jeremy Power. So Jeremy Power for East Geelong will take the ball. He comes into Ricky O'Toole, almost a true centre-half back position. Drives the ball long, looking for Lucas Murphy. It's a 2-on-1 though, and Thomson will go back and take the ball via Brett McLeod. He is all over the ground, this man. Comes out the back there, I think, to one of the O'Neills, that might have been. To another, to Sean O'Neill. He comes back to Brett McLeod. He's in a little bit of strife, so he gives himself a little bit of space. Finds John Mitchell at centre-half back position. He'll switch the ball out wide to Chris Yeo out there. Yeo, he's got a bit of time, so he drives long up the wing. Oh, tangle of boots, and players go to ground. Tozer leading in the race for the ball. The umpire has said that he was tripped.
Matty Wallen, I think.
Matty Wallen was tripped. I think it was just a tangle of feet, so I don't know if he got that one right, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt because they've had control all day today, the umpires.
He's been a little bit quiet, Matty Wallen, by what we've seen him do in the last couple of games we've saw him.
Since the first quarter particularly, he was good then, but faded out. Now he chips the ball forward, looking for Greg, finds Greg. Ooh.
It's a free kick, I think. No, you're going to let that one go.
I was going to, but the boundary umpire hasn't decreed that. As the ball now with Voss doing the ruck work, Greg roving. That's a bit of a change. As the flying shot forward, I couldn't see who kicked that. So it's another behind to Thomson. We've been going 12 minutes.
But it was such a long third quarter. They might only play this one for about 18 and say, let's go home.
KO's in the box.
There, he'll have had enough by now, don't worry.
So Lachlan kicked the footy in, taken by Nolan. He finally accepts a handball back again, goes towards half forward. They've got away here east if they're good enough, and through the big fellow up forward there in Bowman has taken the mark. On 50, decides to go goalwards. It's a typical left foot hook, might have been out. Decides to go across the goal. Player on his own out there is Voss. Decides to come back inboard to McLeod, and Brent McLeod got players everywhere. Thomson, Atkinson, another little chip to Stephen McLeod. Oh, dropped what he should have taken, then put a great tackle on his opponent. The ball taken to the boundary, and 13 minutes gone, final quarter, 19-9, plays 3-8. Thomson totally in command. Tapped down by the ruckman, came to Power, to Closter, to Chalice, all by hand, back to Power. Finally gets a kick, looking for Murphy. Murphy, is he paid the free kick advantage? Yeah. Yep. I couldn't. Everybody stopped except Lucas Murphy, and he's run in to kick his 4th goal, and that is the sum total of the number of goals.
Be worried.
Back into the middle we go. Bolton probably just got the best of that one, but John Mitchell did the roving. He'll get the ball forward for Thomson. Comes off hands. Clark is underneath that. Picked up by White. Back to Clark. He goes by hand. Goes backwards out the back again to Douglas. Douglas kicks in long, looking for Forbes. Comes off hands. Oh, it was Grigg, in fact, that's gone down to full forward now. That's where he must be resting. Ball comes out. Looking there for Vetter. Vetter has the ball, goes round one, and then heads back out towards centre-half back position. Comes off hands, and Jeremy Power will take the mark almost at the true centre-half back position. He's going to go out wide to the outer wing there. He's going to be looking for Jacob Nolan, who takes the mark. Sorry, no, intercepted by Thomson. Tozer with the ball. Tozer picks up. He goes forward, deep into the pocket. Picked up. I thought it was out of bounds. I was about to say picked up, but boundary umpire was 17 goals in front. But anyhow, ball back into play. Voss in the ruck. He'll get the tap down. Coy, I think, was underneath that. It was actually Chalice was underneath that ball. Group of players fall on the ball, can't break away. Voss comes out with it, but just a little up the Thomson attacking end of the ground. Comes off hands, Chalice comes away with the ball and he didn't have it. Umpire says, fair enough, have a free kick. So Andrew Chalice will take the ball. Defensive 50. Looking for options upfield. Again, he'll go out wide to that outer flank looking for Closter, who makes some space and takes the mark. He's been very, very quiet today as Ryan Closter, along with a lot of his East Geelong cohorts. He goes to true centre half forward now. Leading in the race for the ball is Robertson. Strong mark. Gee, he ran hard for that ball, Kyle Robertson. He's come up with the ball at centre half forward, looking for options. Going for a short chip kick out there to Sponner.
Like us, we're just wandering aimlessly around until the final siren goes to put them out of their misery, I think.
From the throw-in, third man over the top there was O'Neill. He went for the big punch, and it is out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yep.
Just waiting for the ball to for Thomson as the ball thrown in. Greg, great tap down again, done a great job in the ruck all day. O'Neill, Sean, his handball went astray, player thrown to the ground with the deck, and it doesn't help his composure too much. Little chip pass.
I didn't see it. I was seeing if there's any more shields coming to give you a smash. That's what I was looking for.
So O'Donoghue to Brent McLeod. Brent McLeod back to the last line of defence. Now, where do they go? Probably have to go from whence it's come. Gee, that's a dangerous kick, and it's turned over. It's ended up in the arms of Lucas Murphy in the last line of defence. Brent McLeod gets a handball. Another handball across to Atkinson. So Atkinson now, the long kick. Mitchell, at least... Yeah, great mark there from Hodgson. Hodgson now steadies it down. They haven't got a lot up forward at the moment, Thomson. Well, nearly one for you, Grubby. Douglas, gee, eluded that tackle too easily. And very lucky, I think, Headley there, that he didn't make contact. There's a play down the ground from...
I'll tell you what, he's hurt again.
He's in a lot of pain. This is an arm.
Well, of course he can walk off the ground. It's an arm injury.
Ball back at centre half forward as it goes to the right to the goal line. A rush behind to Thomson. 24.
Who's this idiot?
19, 10, 124. 4, 8, 32 is East Geelong. As the ball comes back into play as another free kick, surely. Free kick to Brent McLeod. Man on the mark just inside 50. McLeod kicks the ball. Beautiful pass.
Right, Mark.
Mark unopposed on that occasion. It's a bit like Menzies, I think. He's drifted down, and there it is. So Menzies now directly in front as the man on the mark 20 metres out. So only time now, Andrew. We
absolutely
fill in the remainder. So Menzies now, he doesn't miss from there. It's a lovely kick off the boot.
Good honest kick too.
Make something out of it.
So back in the middle of the ground, umpire will restart play. 20 and a half gone, up we go. Bolton will get the tap down there, comes off hands. Ball comes to Mawson, who's gone into the middle. Comes out there to Andrew Chalice. He gets the ball forward and looking for and finding. Deep in that pocket is Reece Cameron. Cameron centres it into a quick lead from Ricky O'Toole, and Ricky O'Toole will kick from about 40 metres out, and it's a distance he didn't make at the other end earlier. But he's going back with no intention of passing it off at this point in time. Murphy deep in the goal square. He also doesn't seem interested in giving him a lead, so Ricky O'Toole will line up directly in front. 40 metres out. Distance will be the only question. Kicks through it. Umpire has not moved. Puts pay to my thoughts, and that is Ricky O'Toole's first goal.
Out of it, have they?
No, and it is worth it because, as I say, Thomson haven't stopped. They're still going.
Coming off hands, a ball was won out by East Geelong, driven forward by Mawson as he's gone into the middle. Good defence there, though, by Chris Yeo in front of Lucas Murphy, and the ball will... as the ball comes back in from the boundary umpire. Drops a little bit short. Off hands, Robertson. He snaps over the shoulder. Lucas Murphy back in the spot. And he will mark. He's marked right on the goalpost, so he's probably going to be put on a fairly tight angle. tries to draw a 50-metre free kick.
Well, the Thomson player tried to push him on the angle himself, and he's going to get 50 now.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No.
Lucas Murphy's arguing the toss, but what he should do is just get on with it and kick the goal.
No, I think he's clearing him out so he can go round.
And that's what he has done. He's gone around the corner. He will kick the goal. He will kick his 5th goal.
He's making up the numbers, which tell me that they've got more than just the other couple of injuries that we know that they've got.
So back in the middle, Greg, back in the middle, gets another tap down and has to do the roving as well. Runs onto the footy to big fellas, dive on the footy, comes out to Donahue. He goes long.
Down the ground, it's going to have to come back though.
No, it landed inside the field of play, so I reckon Luke Forbes will get it nearly in the goal square.
Oh, did it bounce inside?
Yes.
Yeah, bounced inside before it went out.
Definitely landed inside the field of play.
Fair enough.
So Luke Forbes has already kicked 8.
Oh, kick this one with your right foot, mate. No.
Left foot check side. He's showing off now.
Well, when you got that many tricks in your bag, you can use whatever you want to use, doesn't it?
So 20.
He has. It's still a toss. I reckon there'd be about 8 of them for the whole year, wouldn't there?
Yeah, back in the middle it's gone. It's come off hands. Ricky O'Toole will come out with the ball. Over the top goes to Dylan O'Toole. Thomson will recover though and pick up the ball first. Yeo running off the back there. He's wrapped up by Bolton and taken to ground, and the umpire I think will blow
off now.
Yeah, White's coming.
It never looked good when he went back on, and I don't think it's a long-term injury, but hopefully they might be able to rest him in the next couple of weeks.
Bit of a niggle possibly. Sponner for East Geelong at the restart, running onto the ball, but comes off hands. Coming away now is O'Neill. He'll get the ball out. Comes out wide, finds Jet Menzies. Menzies gives the ball off to Hodgson. Hodgson drives long and will find Clark. Clark gives the ball back inside to Menzies. Across then he goes. Comes across to Mackay. Mackay back to Clark. They're playing around with it. Go to John Mitchell in the middle. Mitchell with the ball. He's going to go out wider looking for Grigg, so they've taken the ball no further forward but gone across the face of the ground. Grigg will go all the way, complete it to go out to the far wing now. Comes back inside. Oh, Menzies has run over to the other side of the ground, used his pace. He's taken and gone round one. Sold a bit of a dummy, goes forward, but Lachlan back there will take the mark for East Geelong.
Pretty fair sort of 2 hands in the middle of the back. But
it was, wasn't it? I know you won't bother about them at this sort of time of the day. Mawson with the ball for East Geelong. They've come back over to this pocket looking for Robertson. And he cannot take the mark. That's a good one. So ball to be restarted right in front of the Thomson social rooms. Over the top's going to come Douglas. He takes the ball to the ground and then does his own roving. Can he get the handball away? Yes, he can. Running onto it was Mackay, but he couldn't take the ball with him. Vedder was probably taken off the ball while he didn't have it. Mawson, he'll come out with it. One bounce. Coming away now, looking for Robertson this time. Can he do it this time? Yes, he can, and wasn't impeded. Robertson takes the mark. Back flank wing. Umpire has...
Yeah, no.
Well,
Mawson,
there's no need to do that.
Mawson tried to knock Menzies' block off.
Well, he can be fine and give him a... Look, there wasn't a great deal in it, but you don't need to do those things.
And the umpire's right there.
Right in front of the umpire. You don't need to do it.
So Menzies gets the resulting free kick, but it doesn't amount to much because Vedder's going to be mopping up for East Geelong in the back line. Ball comes to Chalice. He really hasn't had the impact that he normally does on a game of footy today. McLeod leading him in the race for the ball. He'll come up with it. Comes over the top. And I think, don't tell me that's Brett McLeod that's down that time. So I'm not quite sure what's happened here. And the ball, I think, is going to East Geelong. It is Brett McLeod who's getting gingerly to his feet. Oh, and he's not really standing properly at all, is Brett McLeod. He's got a very sore leg in some way, shape or form.
They could probably afford to play with 17 men there. 28 minutes gone in the quarter.
Well, don't worry about afford to play. That's what they have to do. They've got to get him off the ground right now and have a look at it.
Yep, absolutely. So the ball's come to Dylan O'Toole and it's worked up along the wing. Oh, taken high then was O'Neill, I think that was. Chipped in. Hodgson, who's got a lot of the footy in this last quarter. He's going to come out wide and find Warland. Warland's got space to burn on the wing here. Plenty of time too. He goes forward looking for Clark. Attacks the ball brilliantly. Gives the ball back into the middle to Douglas. The two twins who look so much alike. Douglas goes long. This could go all the way to the goals. Lachlan getting back will do just that and tap it through. Paul restarted.
I would say just watching him come off the ground, he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
So the ball cross to the defensive back pocket for East Geelong. Dylan O'Toole goes back to the goal square to Ricky O'Toole. Ricky O'Toole chips it further forward to Ryan Coy. Handball back to Ricky O'Toole. Where's he going to go?
He's going to go into trouble.
As he chips it around the corner to Popel. Nearly the first time I've called Popel, I think, for a kick. Popel now towards centre wing. Up high and almost a good mark there to Bowman for East Geelong.
Not holding the ball.
So there's a whistle on play.
Oh, look out. Now don't go... Oh, he lifted and moved.
I don't know why Mawson needed to do that.
No. So
strong mark.
Goes to Robertson in front of our broadcast position. Robinson now, back into the middle of the ground. Ryan Coy takes the mark. Now he can run. Well, I thought he was going to run, but he handballed to Ricky O'Toole. They try to get something going here. East Geelong and Murphy.
Kick, Ricky, that time.
Was good mark. Just too good for Atkinson on that occasion. But
a lot depends on the delivery, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
We said Murphy's kicked, 4, but the problem is the delivery hasn't been good. But when it is good, he's a great player.
He's actually got 5 out of the 6.
Yeah, he's got 5.
So the opportunity to kick 6 as the final siren has sounded here at Godfrey Street. Lucas Murphy will have a kick after the siren. He'll kick it from 50. Not a bad looking kick off the boot. Won't make the distance, so that will make the final score here at Godfrey Street in our match of the day. East Geelong 6 goals, 8-44 have been defeated by Thomson 21-11, 137.
The operators from all around Geelong, I'm here to tell you how football is strong.